get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. Your team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world it's Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Check, 47. We got it.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 32-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cousins now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A.J. Klein coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1st down, Bridgewater. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. We're scoreless after 1.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing, Bridgewater. And this is Cook with a grab. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. To throw, Bridgewater. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
And Lutz missed it to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check, 47. Watch the run, watch the run.
Throwing is Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebackers, Von Miller. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Bridgewater now. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Check, 47. Hey, can. 2.
First down. Here's Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Final play of the half, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. That's fielded in the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. That's caught by Jackson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a give running right, it's Cook. A beautiful fake. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Following a good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, 1 second. You must be dreaming.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. It's complete to Diggs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Keeps the score 6-7. Vikings 6. Dan Bailey to kick it off for Minnesota.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I'm going to come back to you.
Bridgewater. He'll hit Jackson, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
They go with a fullback line, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. On the counter, here's Kamara. And an alley to run. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Bang, 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 bang.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Stick. Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 2. 14 spill.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
21.
At the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, only thing larger than his name is wingspan as he knocks that one away.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
12.
From the 31, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
After the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
QB's tracks. Let's go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Dancing away at the 30. Space to maneuver at the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
95-56. Let's go.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
12.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 yards on the touchdown there, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
Here we go. 180. Walk 54.
on 2nd and 12. Garoppolo, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 31 yards there and a 1st down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That second one, what a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's 2nd down.
What's easy to see when we review this, that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. To throw is Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Running with Kamara. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 74 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Breeze. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Here's Breeze to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
His pass intended for Tre'Quan Smith. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready. Yellow lady. Easy, opposite. Hey, exit.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Breeze to another long-time vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Bree's able to find the veteran Ginn. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this one complete to Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Breeze to throw again. And that's caught by Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. Breeze now on 1st down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Breeze here finding Kamara, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Do tonight.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
13. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
11.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Coleman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd and 1, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here we go. 180!
954. Let's go, defense.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
On first down, Coleman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Coleman on the toss. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the night. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to pick two. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
218, chop.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They will run again with Coleman. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Breeze to throw for it on fourth. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On first down, Coleman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he's got it. And he's going to take it